Hey guys, welcome back. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this. You're camping and wake up to a stranger in your camper? Uh-oh.
Hey, think you got the wrong camper. Hey there. Think you're in the wrong camper. Hey, did you stagger into the wrong camper last night? I don't know who you are. Somebody's probably missing you though.
Think I deaf?
We gotta get out and get ready. You're gonna have to go home. I don't know where home is. Hey, dude. Hey. I don't know who you are and you're in my camper.
Whoa. What am I doing in your camper, bro?
Well, I don't know. You must have slept a good one off.
I am sorry, man.
Dude's like a lost dog. I'm more concerned as to why he leaves his camper unlocked. Probably not the best choice, but at least he was chill about it.
Here's what humans with real-life superpowers looks like. This woman, Jo Cameron, can't feel any pain and isn't capable of feeling anxiety or any other negative emotions thanks to having 2 rare gene mutations. Stephen Wiltshire has a photographic memory so photographic, he once took a 20-minute helicopter ride over New York City, then literally drew the entire thing on an 18-foot piece of paper off of memory. A man was once involved in a serious car accident, and doctors were shocked that he had no fractured or broken bones. And that's when they found out his bones were basically unbreakable because they were 8 times more dense than normal thanks to a gene mutation. While Kim Peek's superhuman ability was that he could read 10,000 words per minute thanks to being able to read the left page of a book with his left eye and the right page with his right eye. How does that work? A guy that lives in India is known as Electric Man because apparently his body can conduct 30 times more electricity than the average person, and they say he can light a light bulb with his bare hands. Then there's this woman named Rebecca Sherrock that has a condition called hyperthymesia, which means she can remember every single detail of every day of her life since she was 12 days old.
Every single detail of every day of her life. I guess she just has a better hard drive than the rest of us. I can't imagine remembering every single detail of your life. I forgot what I did yesterday. That's probably not a good sign. I'd rather have the first lady's superpowers, not feel any emotions, no anxiety. I think he said no pain. That's a real superpower, a useful one at least. Not what I expected to see in the middle of the night. Yikes, dude. I know it sounds heartless, but I definitely would not have stopped. That's got suspicious and creepy written all over it. Okay. Just stomping around like he owns the place. That's actually diabolical. That's gotta be making somebody mad. Oh man. If that's not proof that he's sick of being in there, free my boy. Damn, a wooden Jurassic Park, bro. Look how big that thing is. That's so crazy that thing exists on the same planet that we do. That's literally a dinosaur. It looks so prehistoric. Oh my god. Oh no. What is bro doing? Oh god. Those used to be wolves, by the way, and now we've domesticated them so much that we're literally making out with them. Do you recognize this man? Somebody come get their grandpa, bro. Notified my package delivery is delayed. Dang, bro. Oh man. Final destination out here. How the hell did that even happen? Maybe they should start putting like doors and air conditioning in delivery vans. That would probably prevent this.
There's a skydiving facility in California that has had over 28 and they're still open. And I say more than 28 because they're not even confident that they recorded all of them. Because they couldn't even tell reporters how many jumps they've actually ran through since their inception. So this right here is Skydive Lodi Parachute Center, and they have a 4.3 star rating. Now, just to remind you, they've had 28 skydiving since they started, and they still have a 4.3 star rating. So this right here is Tyler Turner. He would have his first skydive, or tandem skydive, on August 6th, 2016. Now, his mom was actually there and paid extra money in order to have a videographer follow them down on the jump. So he was paired up with a man named Kwan from South Korea, and they started the tandem jump. Just a little side note that's important to this story, there is no official licensing to becoming a skydive instructor. Just to let you know.
Wait, what? What? There is no official licensing to become a skydiving instructor? Number of skydiving per year. According to the United States Parachute Association, there were 10 fatalities recorded out of 3.65 million jumps in 2023. This translates to about 0.27 fatalities per 100,000 jumps. Oh, so it's pretty low. So my guy is right. Avoid this place at all costs. Holy crap.
Some southeast Fort Collins neighbors noticed bunnies where cute wasn't exactly the word that came to mind.
Ooh.
I snapped this photo of one of the rabbits I've seen with the growth.
What
Susan
in
Mansfield
Resident
said
Evil?
she saw a different bunny with tentacles in her yard in recent years.
He had this same black stuff on him, and I thought he would die off during the winter, but he didn't. He came back a second year.
Colorado Parks and Wildlife confirms this is a virus that's not contagious to other animals like people's dogs, but they say leave this wildlife alone like you would with any of the neighborhood bunnies.
Are we sure?
These growths are kind of like benign cancer cells or like warts that just keep growing. They said they don't harm the rabbits unless they grow on sensitive areas like the eyes or mouth, which could of course impact eating.
Wow. Resident Evil rabbits. It's not contagious, but they say don't touch them. Leave them alone. I don't know if I trust that statement. I don't think we've figured out the zombie deer disease yet, where they just kind of waste away. So why are rabbits doing this now? That's creeping me out. What'd they do to that rabbit, man?
Hey y'all, look how lazy we are in America. Now they got all the illegals out, you got regular Americans doing construction work. And we're so damn lazy we can't even pick up the bricks ourselves. They really got these suction machines to move the bricks around.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
God.
take them 10 years just to build one wall. And look, all the employees are using these machines.
Nah, man, that's crazy. What do y'all think about this? I say this is lazy. I don't care how you look at it, this is lazy. That's why we're gonna get replaced by robots, man. This has to be a joke. I don't know if this is real. This might be an AI video.
Do it again.
What? I don't think that was grandma, unless grandma had some anger management issues. I think that was a legit video. That looked real.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's
That's actually insane. I never thought I'd be fascinated by a video of wind. You can actually see wind. I didn't know you could actually see it. Wow.
Is freaking creepy. 8:41. Somebody knocks on the door. And then, hold on. Check out their outfits.
They're wearing two different dresses from what they were wearing.
Is nothing compared to what they were wearing.
And we saw them. It had polka dots. It had the dresses from
go
the...
back to the other one.
We literally just saw them and they were wearing...
And like, go fast forward, like it changes color. Watch, go fast
right
forward.
As soon as they
Right
get
there.
over there out of our porch.
What the heck is this? Is this at 8:41?
Look, they have
and they
and
said they were missionary, you know.
But missionaries don't come at 9 p.m. though. That's
I asked them, you know, that it's late, and they left. And he said, "I'm sorry, not trying to be rude."
That's creepy.
That's probably the night vision lighting on the Ring doorbell. Now looking back at it though, her dress does look different. Her specifically. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here. The dress is slightly different. This is a different dress. That's weird. It is kind of late for a missionary to be knocking at your door. Damn. Not the glasses, bro. Damn, those little monkeys are jerks, man. That's exactly why I can't do glasses. It's so easy to lose them. They're so inconvenient, bro. But also because, you know, a monkey can steal them. I don't want to be in that position. Bro, that's crazy. You'd swear that's a person in a costume. I wonder if they're getting smart like crows are. Maybe being around people is helping them evolve. I think the ghost is looking for the spoons. They should probably label their cabinets. That's a lot of unnecessary wear and tear. Oh no, it turned over. Oh my god, bro came running out like a zombie. He had them all scared. Dang, that's gonna take like several weeks of showering. Maybe even a doctor's visit.
An organ donation service allegedly pushed to harvest a woman's organs despite signs she was still alive. Danella Gallegos fell into a coma in 2022 when she was homeless. Doctors told her family she wouldn't recover and they agreed to donate her organs. But during preparations, her family saw tears in her eyes. And in the pre-surgery room, doctors were left stunned when she was able to blink her eyes on the medic's command. Despite this, staff from New Mexico Donor Services allegedly insisted that the operation go ahead, calling the movements reflexes. Doctors refused and Danella was taken out of surgery, later making a full recovery. 3 years later, Danella has complained to the Department of Health and Human Services and says she feels so fortunate to be alive.
That's like the 7th person I've heard of that had a similar situation like this. This is why hospitals scare me. They creep me out, bro. That's just gonna make people want to not be organ donors, man.
He was just walking by the woods when he sees this. A man named Igor was just walking along the road when he happened to see something bright flying out from the woods. looks like a strange orange ball emerges from deep within the woods, somehow missing every tree and exiting the woods before blowing up an empty car. Nobody seems to have any explanation as to what this is. Is it some sort of drone? Or is it a fireball jutsu?
Bro's car got Hadoukened or something. I don't think that's ball lightning, right? That's straight up just fire. If it's fake, it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe it was a bird that was on fire. It was trying to put itself out.
Now, this last video was sent in by a mother who wishes to remain anonymous. She explains that one night, after returning home from work, her son came out of the house to greet her. He always does this whenever she comes back from work. She would honk her car horn while pulling into the driveway to let him know she was here. But one night, while her son walked outside to see if she was coming in, this is captured. While looking around for Mom, this happens. Someone or something scares the living daylights out of him. He appears to see whatever it was that scared him, despite no one being there, but upon looking closely at this video, something was actually there. It was immediately after her son started running back into the house that a partial figure is seen. You can barely make out the figure before it disappears completely. Neither Mom nor anyone in the family could explain this, but they were definitely spooked. Just what exactly had shaken up their son terribly? As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Oh no. Oh, poor little dude. That was straight up a cat or a raccoon. Hey, at least he didn't freeze up. He knew what to do. Little bro bolted out of there. Getting trapped in an elevator in an abandoned hospital.
Going up?
Why are you going in an elevator in an abandoned hospital? They don't look that abandoned.
What? You can't be serious right now.
Ah.
You gotta get out.
Brainstorming.
You didn't
The emergency stop switch has been activated. The emergency stop switch has been activated. The emergency stop switch has been.
You have anything to pry this open?
No, that's why I'm like,
Seems like we could, but.
The emergency stop switch has been.
I should have brought a screwdriver.
Okay, we got it. We got it. Thank you, Gerber. Thank you, God, Gerber.
The best part about this fear is that you never have to put yourself in this position, so I can safely say this is not a new fear unlocked. This was purely by choice. Still scary though.
Это что за мишка такой? Необычный, смотрите, какой он. Он необычайный. Что, ой, что там за кокоточечки? Ой, 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 ой. Это было очень страшно. Видите?
So what's stopping it from coming out? Look at the cage. What do they mean?
Что там за кокоточечки? Ой, 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 ой.
What? This tiny little... Ain't no way, dude.
Это было очень страшно.
Look at what's holding this bareback. What in the hell, dude? I got a feeling that bear's gonna figure it out eventually. One good push and it's over. You can't tell me this doesn't cause at least one accident a week, maybe a day. That is so distracting, man. I know I'd probably hit somebody. It's so mesmerizing. I bet car insurance in that immediate area is probably really high. Somebody tell me, if you live near this thing, how much are you paying for car insurance? It is a little late for them to be out selling ice cream. I think the most suspicious part about this is I can almost swear I haven't seen an ice cream truck in like 10 years. So are they making a comeback now, or I actually think I haven't seen one in a while. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention.
What if we're already at double simulation? This week, Google Gemini 3 shows us Inception.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
So this person was just watching somebody else watching a Jet2 holiday. But it gets better, boys. It gets better. And so this is a rendering. And this is all just by a text prompt. But they're just out there walking in real life now. And this is all rendered live. You know, the simulation theory, how everything's rendered in real life. This is it. You can walk as far as you want. You can go anywhere you want.
So this is Google.
Yeah, and these things don't exist. This is just AI artificially creating a 3D world. But it gets better, boys.
Genie 3 has real-time interactivity, meaning that the environment reacts to your movements and actions. You're not walking through a pre-built simulation. Everything you see here is being generated live as you explore it. And Genie 3 enables promptable events, so you can add new events into your world on the fly. Something like another person, or transportation.
Live. Oh, you just type it in and it shows up.
Or even something totally unexpected. You can generate worlds with distinct geographies, historical settings, fictional environments, and even other characters. Worlds can help with embodied research, training robotic agents before working in the real world. We're excited to see how Genie 3's world simulation.
Yo, that first clip of them watching that screen looks so real. They better hurry up and release GTA 6. That's crazy how realistic and how far they've gone. If you think back to the Will Smith eating spaghetti video, that was so bad. This is gonna make people lose their mind. Their cloaking device stopped working.
You're living through a Black Mirror episode where food is no longer becoming food. It's just science experiments like this piece of butter behind me, which is being made by a Bill Gates backed company, which should say enough, with no animals, no plants, no oils, just carbon. A Bill Gates backed company is now producing butter with no animals, no plants, and no oils. It's made from carbon. The company is working with restaurants, bakeries, and food suppliers to incorporate their carbon-made butter. Mainstream media reports that it has the blessing and backing of Bill Gates. That is true. Here's from CBS. In the video that CBS News Chicago did, they're walking through the factory. And in the background, you can see something that's called slop water. I don't know if that's included in the butter, but I've long been the do not eat the bugs guy. I may have to bring that back. Maybe do kind of an explainer of the whole do not eat the bugs thing. I know this is not made from bugs, but it's the same concept. The people that are running to the comments telling me how this is good and how it's so great that this science experiment butter is going to be great for the environment, all that. You guys can have the butter first. It's all yours. Go ahead. Go eat the butter. I'm going to stick with the cow butter, but this is your butter. You guys go in line first. I'll let you have it.
Our boy Billy's out here making moves again. Wow. Why is bro constantly out here trying to get like the Guinness World Record for being the most evil villain? Can we just give him the award already so he gives up? Dude has an obsession with just inserting himself into our food supply, as if it's not bad enough already. This is AI, bro. It's fake. The guy's moving weird. It's getting so annoying. There's too many AI videos out there. We're not gonna believe any of the real UFO ones.
Some conspiracy theories are true. For example, let's say you had a friend call you up and say, I was eating at a restaurant and I found a microchip in my food. I know because I told them to leave off the pepper, but I saw a single speck of pepper, but when I looked at it closely, it was perfectly square, and when I took it home and looked at it under a magnifying glass, it was a microchip. Before you have them institutionalized, know that sometimes cheese has microchips in it. Specifically, authentic Parmesan cheese from Italy has chips embedded in the cheese wheels because they have a huge issue with counterfeiting. These chips let them scan the wheels for authenticity and also track where they go. These microchips are edible by design, and you may have eaten one in your life. Likewise, let's say that same friend says their printer is encoding secret messages in documents, that they keep finding these microscopic specks that they thought were just flaws in the print head or something. But once again, when they looked at them under their magnifying glass, they found a pattern, and they're certain that the pattern has meaning. What your friend has discovered are printer tracking dots. Many printers, we don't know which ones, use tiny, basically invisible dots.
Yeah, we know about that.
These identify the serial number of that printer and also the date and time when the document was printed. Printer manufacturers actually did this for 20 years in secret before the public found out in 2004. But for example, if documents were leaked from a government agency, these dots help them identify which printer they came from. Likewise, if you're using your printer for some sort of illegal counterfeiting activity, they can scan those nearly invisible dots and immediately know which machine did it and when. This is actually the frustrating thing about the fake conspiracy theories. Sometimes the reality is just as weird.
Chips in the cheese. I've never heard that one before. They're gonna make us schizophrenic, because how do you put chips in cheese? Not even shoe brands put that much effort into stopping counterfeits. In 5 years, they're gonna say the cheese chips cause cancer.
The eyes are the windows to the soul. You can tell a lot by somebody's eyes. You can see if they are genuine, they are kind. You can tell if somebody is lying through their eyes. You can tell if somebody is evil, and you can also tell if somebody has suffered severe trauma. If you didn't know, this is Princess Beatrice. She is the daughter of Prince Andrew, a royal who has went under a little bit of scrutiny for his alleged ties to men like Peter Nygard and Jeffrey. Throughout her childhood and as you saw early adulthood, she was just a beautiful, normal little girl. She actually kind of reminded me of a mix between Prince Harry and Prince William. But somewhere down the line, something changed. Now, it's no secret that Princess Beatrice has always had these big, beautiful green eyes. But at some point, her eyes began protruding.
Jesus.
It's called the bug-eyed effect, which is kind of reminding me of the physical characteristics Ashley Olsen is exhibiting today. So I'm going to ask you again, what could someone possibly go through to change their physical appearance so dramatically? Now, I got a little bit of heat in my last video for comparing Ashley Olsen to a war veteran, showing in as little as 4 years how much trauma can physically affect a person. But it's not just war veterans who have exhibited these traits, it's also children who have endured extreme trauma. This is what experts are calling the 1,000-yard stare. For example, we saw it with Riker Webb, a 3-year-old child who went missing in Montana, and after 2 days, he was found like this. When I researched how much trauma can affect someone's eyes, alter pupil responses, vision problems, and even physical changes like bug-eyed appearance. I know a lot of people in my comments section stated these could all just be factors of aging, lifestyle, or plastic surgery, but could something more sinister be happening behind the scenes?
One of the most severe bug eyes that I've seen. Almost looks like she's doing it on purpose. It's making my eyes feel dry just looking at her. Is it possible they're on something maybe?
Fun fact. Adult pacifiers are the newest trend in China. Images began surfacing on Chinese social media earlier this year of adults using baby pacifiers to help them relieve stress, with captions saying the pacifiers help them relax after a day of work, fall asleep, or deal with their anxiety. Upon seeing the trend, Chinese manufacturers began making adult-specific pacifiers that are bigger than the baby ones, helping the trend spread even faster. But this obviously set off alarm bells for doctors, with dentists warning that sucking on a pacifier could throw a person's teeth out of alignment, and psychologists telling people that if adult life is stressing them out to the point where they're reverting back to using a pacifier, they should go see a therapist and deal with their underlying issues. Fun fact, adult pacifiers are the newest trend in China.
That's crazy. We're cooked. I wonder how long before this trend starts hitting here locally. I hope not soon. That's gonna be kind of weird. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.